Hey everybody! Thanks for joining us today to learn about stepping up your Mickey Pancake game. The only supplies that you might not already have are these condiment squeeze bottles, and we'll also be using some food coloring, and I use this pancake mix you can find in any store. You just add water and mix. You can mix by hand, but I like to use an electric mixer to get all the lumps out of the batter. We're going to use just a few drops of this black food coloring, but if you don't have black, use blue or green instead. And if you like to use gels instead of liquid, that'll work just fine too. We mix it up with the spoon, and don't worry if it looks gray like this instead of black. It'll definitely look black on the finished pancake. Then we fill up this squeeze bottle with the black batter. And we fill up the other one with the white from the bowl. And now turn the heat on low, and we're ready to start making a pancake. When I draw Mickey, I start with this ridge that his eyes rest on, this little curved ridge. Now his eyes are like ovals that are a little bit pinched at the bottom. So we put both of those in there. And then you can fill in the pupils right down at the bottom of the eyes. It's also a little sort of oval. It'll kind of merge in with the edge of the eye lines. Then his nose fits right under the ridge that his eyes are on. It's a nice oval like that. And then you can fill it in. After you fill in the nose, his smile curves right around the nose. So first we draw his upper lip, comes right around up like that, and then you can draw the little creases on the edge of his mouth. And then the lower lip drops down from the upper lip and curves back up to join it like this. And then for his tongue, you make just a little curved M shape down in there to outline the tongue like this. Connect it back up with the lower lip. Then we give him a chin, and that curves right around the lower lip like that. Now we're going to go back up and do his face. He has kind of a widow's peak, so we get a little bit of a heart shape here. Comes around, and then it tucks right in inside the top corner of his mouth on both sides like that. And then you can fill in his cheek. Takes right from there, comes around, joins the chin, and then on the other side the same thing, comes around, gives him a little bit of a curved cheek and connects up with the chin there. Now his head connects from the cheek, and it's like a semicircle, goes right over the eye line and then connects back to the other cheek like that. Now we're ready to fill in the ears. We draw ourselves our nice circle connected up the top, and another one on the other side. And then at this point, you may want to turn up the heat just a little bit to help the batter start to set a little bit. But we're going to fill in all of the black parts, so both ears are black, and the head is also black. And then the other part that's black is the inside of his mouth, not his tongue, but the inside of his mouth. Now we're ready to switch to the white batter, so we'll fill in the eyes, and then we'll outline the face and fill that in. And then the tongue is the other part that's going to be white in this two-color pancake. So we fill that in. And then I like to outline the pancake like this. I think it gives it a better look when you're done. And also those ears can be a little bit fragile where they're connected when you flip it. So this gives a little bit more stability to the pancake. Now I skipped over about 8 minutes of cooking time here. You can cook it faster at a higher heat, but if you do, you may get some browning on the lighter colored parts of your batter. Now that may be okay if you've got hungry family members waiting on you, but if you want to maintain the colors, you have to be pretty patient and cook at a pretty low heat. But then when you're ready to flip, you take your spatula and you work the edges like this. You're testing to see whether it's cooked. And then that center part is going to be the last part that cooks. But once it's ready, then you get it on the spatula. You can give yourself a little bit of a countdown if you want to be dramatic about it. And then there you have it. And we straighten it up, and there is your brand new Mickey pancake, ready to impress your friends and family. And when the bottom is cooked, you put it on a plate, and you are ready to go. Look at you, you are a pancake artist. Now you're ready to go from black and white to full color mode. You're going to need a very, very light brown for his face and a pink or red for his tongue. Don't be alarmed as you watch this one. It's sped up to 8 times the original speed. Now you'll notice I'm using a smaller bottle here with a thinner tip on it, and that gives me a little bit more control over drawing the details of the pancake. You won't find these bottles in your local grocery store, but you can find them pretty easily online if you really get into the pancake art. You can see the pink color I've made that I've used for his tongue now. And then next, I'm going to use this very, very light brown color for his face. You'll see how that kind of pops differently than the color we use for his eyes, the whites there. Then we outline it just like before. Okay, we're ready to flip. We'll loosen up the edges. We'll give ourselves a countdown like before. And there we go. There's Mickey in his full color splendor. Well, thanks everyone for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed learning how to make some Mickey pancake art, and we hope you will give it a try and let us know how it goes.